so now we are going to do Peri Care on the female mannequin. And we're also going to do Peri Care on the male mannequin, but I'm only going to show you the difference. The technique's the same, everything's the same. So we're going to focus on Mrs. Smith here first, then we'll jump over here to Mr. Smith and I'll show you the difference in it. But for this skill, you will need a bath blanket, you will need a chuck pad, wash rags, towel, soap, and a nice basin to collect water in, okay? So once you have your material, you will come to the office or to the room. You will knock, knock, knock. Hello, my name is Jimmy. Are you Mrs. Smith? You are. Wonderful. Well, today we are going to do Peri Care. So I will wash my hands and provide for privacy. Make sure you really provide for privacy. We talk about that all the time, but we're getting into a pretty sensitive area, so make sure you do that, okay? So we are going to move this, and before I raise her up, I'm gonna go ahead and get some warm water. Make sure I have water in my area. Now I'm going to raise this bed up for good body mechanics, and I can't raise the bed without raising the rails, not the roof. Did I get that? Did you get that? All right. Somebody got it? Okay. All right, so we will raise this bed up. Once the bed gets to about waist height, make sure it is waist height, then we're going to come back to this side because I like to work on this side. And I'm going to lower this down. I have my stuff here beside me. I'm going to go ahead and grab my gloves since I'm right here. Now remember, when the bed is up and the rail's down, I cannot leave this area. I can't go past the foot of the board, the footboard or the headboard, and I can't walk to the other bed while this is up. I'll go ahead and put my gloves on. Okay, like so. Then I'm going to want to fan fold her sheets or blankets down as I bring this out. Fan fold is just a fancy way of saying fold that puppy down to the bottom of the bed. So let's do this. I'm going to get this down. Okay, down here like so. Okay, now for this skill, I like to bring this, instead of being a square, take it where the point comes up here, and I'll bring another point to this side, and I will do more of a diamond shape, okay? I like to do it this way because it makes things just a tad bit easier, honestly. Now, I've got her up here. I'm going to take her and pull her away from me, like this, and get my chuck. And again, some people have asked me in the past, which way do I prefer, this way or this way? Doesn't matter to me as long as you get it on here. I'm gonna lay her over, make sure she's good and comfortable. Now, since I've got this in a triangle position, each corner, I'm going to go ahead and frog her legs up like this. And then this way, I could take this and I could open it up. So we're gonna leave this open so you can see what I'm doing today, okay? Now, you can do two ways. One, you can do the four corner method, which is just the washcloth is folded in half and half again, and you have four distinct areas to clean with right here. Or you could do a mitt. Just put it on your hand, roll it around, and then tuck it up like this. It's your mitt. You get your water, you get your soap on it, then you are going to clean with different parts of the wash rag. We are going to clean down one side of the perineum, then use a different part of the wash rag, clean down this side of the perineum. Then we will separate the labia at this point, and with another part of the wash rag, we will wipe one time down the center, okay, just like so, and leave that there. Now, that is a perfect whirl, so it will be just wipe, wipe, and wipe. Then the second one we will have here, make our little mitt, just get plain water, and we will rinse using different parts of the wash rag as well, okay? Then we will pat her dry right here and lay this back over, just like so. Now, I'm going to pause here because I want to show you something. So I'm gonna raise this up really quick, okay? Front female care, Peri Care is all fine. Let's look at the male just really quick. Come with me over here. So male on a Peri Care, obviously the bed will be up, he would be draped and so forth. But now look, some of you may or may not have ever seen a circumcised penis or an uncircumcised penis. This one, these are kind of half circumcised. You got the little bit of the meatus coming out, but the rest is here. So for this one, what you would do is, of course, you would be up higher and so forth. You would have your soapy wash rag. You would basically pull the foreskin back, and starting at the end, you will wipe in a circular motion around the end of the penis, okay? Then you would get your other wash rag to rinse it off. You would rinse the same way and pull the foreskin back over. Do not forget to put the foreskin back, okay? And then on the males, you would clean down the shaft of the penis, always going away from the urethra. You would rinse the same way, and you would clean toward the anus over the testicles this way, okay? And then you will check under the testicles when you clean over by the anus. You'll rinse them, and then you'll rinse them the same way, being very careful, and pat dry, okay? That's the only difference in these two skills. So I just want to make sure you guys seen that before we moved on. So now let's go back over here, okay? So back to her. So we've got her clean. She's clean in the front part. Now we are going to lower her legs. We are going to push her on her side, just like this, okay? Now, I can get her to kind of stay here like this for me. I'm going to get my wash rag, soap and water, and I'm going to clean away from the urethra, which is the top of the vagina. I'm gonna take one wipe on the anus and do the crack of the butt, right? So then we will rinse that area again, rinse it through here. Again, one wipe to clean, one wipe to rinse. It's a perfect world. And then we will pat dry, okay? Next, we will, with our gloves still on, we will remove this chuck, and it will go in the garbage. We will take our gloves off, okay? They will also go in the garbage. We will lay the resident back on her backside, making sure that we keep her covered up. And we will pull this blanket up as we take this off. Keeping her free from exposure as much as possible, right? Raise the rails, lower her bed. When she is down all the way, then we'll go ahead and lower our rails. Just like this. Make sure her bed's nice and pretty. Make sure she is comfortable and safe. And part of that comfortable and safety would be the call light. The call light would get placed on her bed as well. And we will wash our hands and report and record.